Question 3. Jasmine and her husband are considering trading up their home by selling their current house and buying a new house at the price of $250. They plan to sell their current house for $120 and use the money for a down payment. So they only need another $130. So need $130,000 to buy the house. The interest rate for such a mortgage over 20 years is 7.75 monthly. So 20 years, 7.75% monthly. Okay, first question. What's the monthly mortgage loan payment? So it's a loan question, it's mortgage. Anytime you have a mortgage question or loan, and we ask for payment, we use the present value annuity. P equals C, 1 minus 1 plus R to the negative T over R. This is the formula we use anytime there's a question asking about payment, where C would be the payment in this case. So let's figure out everything else. R is always rate over M. So that's 0.0775, and it's monthly, so you divide by 12. So it's 0.0064583. Your T is always M time, so it's 12, 20 years. 240. Okay, so we put everything together now. The P, the present value in this case, would be the loan amount. C is what we're looking for. 1 plus R, which is 0.0064583 to the minus 240 over 0.06483. So we figure out what this number is first. So 1 minus 1 plus this number, exponent negative 240. And this number is 121810311. And to figure out the amount of payment, we take this over this number. So 130 over this, the amount of payment would be $1,067.233133. And put the answer in a sentence or statement. So this is the payment amount. I'll add it here. So payment amount that they need to make monthly, 233,133. So the B question, what's the total interest they pay over the entire life of the mortgage? So total interest. To figure out how much interest you're gonna make or pay for this loan, you know that they're making this payment 240 times, because we know it's 20 years, 12 payments a year. So number of payments, 240. they make this amount of payments to the bank. So they pay the bank 256,135, but the actual loan was 130. So they pay the bank this amount, 256, minus the actual loan. So the bank made business out of them of about 135,952, and that's the interest. And usually in real life, the amount of interest usually matches the actual amount of the loan. So the bank doubles their money. And for the C question, how much of the first payment towards interest and how much is towards principal? First payment, interest, and first payment towards principal. To do the first payment interest, we take R, whatever the R is. We figured out the R earlier, and I remind you, R was the 0.064,583. That was your R. And you multiply this by whatever the principal or the amount of the loan at that point of time. At the very beginning, it's 130. So you take this number times 130,000. So you multiply it by 130, and that gives you 839,5833. That's your interest amount. Principal amount would always be the payment minus the interest amount. The actual payment is 1,067,233,133 minus this number, and that will tell you principal payment. About 227,6498. That's how much towards principal, and this is how much towards interest. Use Excel to construct the amortization table for the first 3 payments and print out the table with your name and ID. You can also do this by hand. We'll do it by hand. So we're going to do it for the first 3 payments. $20 years, loan is 130. So, payment number, we're going to do it to the first 3. Starting balance, payment amount, interest paid, principal payback, and closing balance. So you go to the bank, you open an account. The starting balance is the 130,000 because that's your loan. That would be your starting balance. Payment is always going to be the one we calculated. We'll stick to 4 decimal places. Now, some of this is interest and some of this to pay back. The interest amount is always R times P. So you take the R, we did the R, which is the 006, the one we just wrote, and times the P, or this, P would be the starting balance. So P would always be the starting balance for you. So we figured that this amount of money is 8395833. The difference between them is the payback, which is the 2236498. That's your payback, which is always payment amount minus interest paid. Closing balance would be opening balance minus whatever you paid. So opening minus principal paid. So you're going to close at 129,772,3502. So this one would be the starting balance minus principal paid or payback. And it keeps going. So next, when you start this, the starting balance would be whatever you close with. So 123,772,3502. You pay this amount. Some of this is interest, but now the interest is a little bit less because it's always going to be R times the starting balance. But since the starting balance is a little bit less, it's actually 129. Since it's a little bit less, then this would be a little bit less. So you do this. Now you see it's 8381131. So it's down by about $1.40. The difference between these two would be how much you pay back. $229,1200. Just want to double check one thing. 67233 minus 8381131. 229. So this is I don't know if I did this one right. Let me just double check if I did the first one. 1067,2331 minus 839,5833. This number is wrong, sorry, it's 7. This is supposed to be 7. So the closing balance, I'm going to change the closing balance. The closing balance would be 129. Yeah, the closing balance is right. So I only wrote this number wrong. So everything is correct, but just this one is wrong. So you close balance would be whatever you open with minus payback. So 129,772,3502 minus 229,1200. You close at 129,543,2302, and that would be the opening here. 543,2302. Some of this is interest, so you multiply this by whatever the R is. This will go down a little bit. It will become 836,6334. Difference between this and payment amount would be how much you pay back, and this would be a little bit more. And closing balance would be opening minus principal paid. And they only wanted to the first 3 payments. Okay. So we go to the next one. We're at I was just looking at the pictures here. And how much do you still owe after 5 years of payment? So after 5 years, how much do you still owe them after 5 years? Okay. To answer this question of how much you owe them, ask question D or E. When you ask a question of how much you owe them, you need to find your starting balance, or your P in this case, at that point of the time. So using the formula C, 1 minus 1 plus R to the negative T over R. We know the payment is 1,067, 233,133. We know the R is this over 12. We know that, and we know that this one is. We figured this out, but I don't remember what the number is, and it was the result of taking this over 12. And the question about, this is the same R. Everything, we have the C. The only thing left is to figure out what T is. T is number of payments left. So when you do how much you owe them, so you need to figure out remaining number of payments. So we know altogether there are 240 payments, 12 times 20. In 5 years, you would have made 60 payments, 5 times 12. So remaining number of payments, there are 180 payments left. So this number would be 180. So we put everything together, and that will tell you how much. Obviously, you would owe them less than 130,000. So you put this in the calculator. 1 minus 1 plus to the negative 180 over you owe them 113,381,5597. So that would be the starting. If you go down, that would be the starting balance here at payment number 60. Sorry, that would be the closing balance at payment number 60. It would be the opening balance at 61. So the last question here. How much of the 61st payment interest? So it's like doing one extra line. This is the opening. How much is interest? How much is towards principal? $61st payment. Interest. I told you to figure out this, you always do R times P. So you take your R, which is again this times P, which is whatever you owe them. That would be this number. That would be the interest, because that would be the opening of payment 61st. So 113,381,5597. So now it's 732,255,9064. So the number 61st towards principal would be whatever the payment amount is minus this. will be 3.349772. This one took a little bit longer than expected, so I'm gonna stop this. That would be part 2. We'll come back to do the next one.